In this box is the new Wouxun KG-S65G handheld GMRS walkie-talkie HT radio. This radio was released for sale yesterday. However, thanks to the incompetence of the United States Postal Disservice, I did not receive mine until last night, 5 days after the postal branch of the United States government claimed that it would arrive. So because the delivery branch of the United States government cannot do their job, I have not had a lot of time to play with this new radio and give it an in-depth review. So consider this more of an introduction or an overview. Basically, as your grandmother would say, a circle jerk. The cost for the new Wouxun KG-S65G is $79 of monies. Affiliate link below, and my friends at buytwowayradios.com did send me this radio at no cost so that I could share it with you, my favorite viewer. Not that guy over there, not that guy back there, but you. When you purchase the new Wouxun KG-S65G handheld HT GMRS walkie-talkie radio, in the box you will receive a warranty registration card. You will receive a user manual, 118 pages long and written in perfect English. And that is because even though, like virtually all other GMRS radios, this radio is assembled by the soft, supple hands of the children in the child slave labor camps of China, this radio is spec'd and sold only by buytwowayradios.com, which is based right here in these United States of America. So when you purchase this radio, at least some of the money stays right here and helps to fuel what was once the greatest economy in the world. Anyway, the user manual not only explains how to use the radio, but it also explains more abstract concepts such as what is GMRS and how repeaters work. You will receive a USB-C's charging cable. You will receive a small package of tiny screws, which can be used to affix the belt clip to the radio. You will receive this very handsome and luxurious wrist strap designed to affix to one end of the radio. The other end you can affix to any appendage of your body of your choosing. You will receive this USB-C's charger, which is used to plug one end of the aforementioned USB-C's wire into this hole. The other end goes into the holes that you find along the walls of your home. You will receive an antenna tuned for the GMRS radio spectrum. You will receive a battery, a 2,000 milliamp hour battery, which I assure you is the average size. And you will receive the Wouxun KG-S65G handheld HT GMRS walkie-talkie radio. This radio is USB-C's chargeable, as previously mentioned. But to charge the battery, it must be mated into the radio. You can then charge it via the USB-C's hole. You cannot charge the battery while it is unmated from the radio unless you purchase the optional desktop charger for $20 of monies. Affiliate link below. Otherwise, you can charge it by plugging in the previously mentioned USB-C's charging wire into any USB-C's charger. And this radio uses the exact same battery as the Wouxun KG-S72G handheld CB radio. So if you happen to be one of those people that believe that CB radio is still alive and you own one of these radios, you can cross-pollinate the batteries. On the radio, you will find two knobs, one for on, off, and volume control, the other for changing the channels. The radio has a flashlight, which is surprisingly bright for all the flashlight dorks. You will find an SMA connector for the antenna. On the side, you'll find the push-to-talk trigger, two programmable buttons. On the front, you'll find two more programmable buttons, and the orange button on the top is also programmable. You'll find 2 buttons used to maneuver the menus, as well as 2 up and down buttons. On the side behind this magic door, you will find a connector for a microphone or a programming cable. We will discuss that more momentarily, as well as a hole for the previously mentioned USB-C's wire. In total, the radio has 5 programmable buttons, each capable of having a different function for a long press and a short press. The knobs are nice and tight, and I cannot emphasize this enough. A tight knob is very important for those of us who actually get off of their couch and use their radio as Xenu intended it to be used. And this is because the tight knobs will help prevent unintentional adjustments or changes to the radio during vigorous radioing activities. As you can see, the radio has a very simple design, and that is because it was designed to be easy to use. And because of that, this radio may not appeal to radio dorks. And if you are just now feeling compelled to leave a comment decreeing that this radio is just a toy because it does not have enough buttons or dials for your liking, then please take some more risperidone and go finish your giant Lego model. Overall, the radio feels very tight and very sturdy, and it does not feel like cheap Chinese junk, as some people that have never actually touched one of these radios might claim. And as you can see, the radio is available in any color you want, as long as that color is black, yellow, or blue. And just to avoid any confuculation, Buy2wayradios.com says that this color is gray. However, to my soulless eyes, this looks black. Your perceptions may vary. This is a GMRS radio, so according to our overlords at the FCCs, you will need to purchase a GMRS license, commonly referred to as a permission slip, if you plan to transmit on this radio. You do not need any permission slip to purchase, own, or possess this radio. You only need a permission slip if you plan to press that button. And contrary to what some people insist on claiming in the online forums, even if you set this radio to low power and even if you transmit only on the shared FRS channels, according to our overlords at the FCCs, thou must still haveth a GMRS permission slip. And like all GMRS radios, this radio comes pre-programmed with the standard 22 GMRS channels, which means that it can also talk with FRS radios.
2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5.
The radio is also repeater capable, so it has the additional 8 repeater channels, should you choose to use them, and the radio has 400 customizable and programmable channel slots for storing custom repeater channels or receive-only frequencies. And that is because in addition to being able to transmit and receive all of the standard GMRS channels, this radio is also able to receive and listen to anything between 400 and 480 MHz. It can also receive commercial FM radio,
Incredible fear với một nhân viên của văn phòng tị nạn.
as well as the NOAA Weather Channel frequencies. And this radio also receives NOAA weather alerts. The radio has an IP55 rating, so you can use it outside and in the rain, but you should not play with it in the bathtub. And this is an SOC type radio, also known as a homodyne radio. It is not a super heterodyne type radio, hence the relatively low price tag. And again, contrary to what some people might proclaim, I can attest that most normal people will never know the difference or care. And as you can see with your very own visual sauce balls, the radio has a full color screen that is themable and customizable. And of course, the list of themes includes the classic orange and black stylings of the one and only, not a Rubicon. And the screen does okay, not great, but okay in direct sunlight, just like most other radios with this same type of color screen. The radio has a frequency and tone scan option. This means that the radio will tell you what frequency and any tones your friends' radios are using, so you can talk with them when they won't tell you what channel they're on. Simply get within a few yards of your so-called friend and wait for him to push his talk trigger, and the radio will tell you the frequency and the tone that his radio is transmitting. Right there on the screen. This radio is not chirp compatible yet. However, no software is required to use this radio because, as mentioned only moments ago, this radio works right out of the box. Simply turn it on, pick a channel, press the talk trigger, and talk. If you want to get fancy, you can program additional channels or make changes directly on the radio. The radio even has a channel wizard that can help step you through the process of creating and storing new channels in the event that storing channels the manly old-fashioned way is too manly for you. However, you can also download the free Wouxun software, which runs on the Windows only and does make it more simpler to program a lot of custom channels. However, to do that, you will also need to purchase the programming cable to interface the radio with your computing machine, which costs about $16 of monies. Affiliate link below. And according to page number 103 of the user manual, this radio has a remote control feature, allowing another KG-S65G to control the radio if you first use the Wouxun software to allow it. I have not yet had time to play with this feature because, as I mentioned only moments ago, the United States Postal Service is a bunch of incompetent And most importantly, yes, this radio does have a Roger beep. And not only does it has a Roger beep, but you can choose to have the Roger do its beep either when you let go of the talk trigger like normal, or when you first press the talk trigger, or the ultimate in Roger beepery, both when you first press the talk trigger and when you let go, for the coveted Roger beep double team. The box says that this radio can squirt up to 5 watts of RF electricities, so let's test that. And as you can see, it does pretty much exactly as it claims, coming in at just a fraction under 5 watts of RF electricities. And using this radio, I am able to talk with my friend Conrad, the chef, at his house 13 miles away. Allow me to elaborate. Using this radio, I am able to talk direct radio to radio, no repeater, with my friend Conrad, who is using a base station radio with a large antenna on his roof. And not only was I able to talk with my friend Conrad, the chef, at his house 13 miles away, but this radio was coming in with one of, if not the strongest signal that we have ever tested. See for yourself with your very own ears.
Shipro, do you copy at 13 miles away from the Wouxun KG-S65G handheld HT walkie-talkie radio? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
However, I should point out that my castle sits atop a golden mountaintop that overlooks the slums below, giving me very good line of sight directly to Conrad the chef's house, which is situated in the heart of the slums below. What I am saying is your FARs will vary. So if you are looking for a relatively low-priced, well-made, simple-to-use handheld GMRS HT walkie-talkie radio for your active GMRS lifestyle, then the new Wouxun KG-S65G might just be the radio for you.